can come and live with me. Did you just fart?
Yeah.
Did the thought of making her own OnlyFans ever cross your mind? Which child would you keep if one had to die? My family's always been there to help me, has always supported me, and so it's nice to be able to give back to my family. And that's why, whilst you're here, I want to show you this.
I can't see. I've
Where's
got
your
my
glasses?
on.
You got to get your glasses.
Hang on.
Yep.
Hang on.
Holy shit, Jackson.
As I was saying to Lachlan earlier, I need to trim my fingering nails because they're very long. Hello guys, welcome back to another episode of Outspoken. Today we are joined by a very special, beautiful guest, and my God, it's an honor to have her here. My beautiful mother, Janine.
Hello, everybody.
Oh, and Isla's here. Isla, my sister, she's here. Meg, we call her.
Fuck off.
Meg, from Meg from Family Guy, the one that just everyone hates, you know?
Oh,
I'm joking. But anyway, welcome back. Isla, beautiful to have you here. You were on Marty Michaels the other day.
Yes, I was.
With your boyfriend, Matt Brown. My mum's over here. We have known each other for 28 years now.
we have indeed.
It's been a bit of a love-hate relationship, and it's lovely to have her here today.
I've never hated you, Jackson.
Oh, no. Gunt. All right. So we've got a lot to talk about today. A lot of fans have sent in some questions. There's a few surprises, a few games. Strap in and strap on and get ready to fuck. Today's episode is going to be crazy, and it's going to be funny, and it's also going to be quite sweet and cute and beautiful because my family is joining us. All right, so we're going to start off. I'm going to start off with some questions for you, Mum,
Okay.
because the fans, the supporters, the viewers, they all had questions. Nothing too vulgar or rude, of course.
Good day. Fire away.
So how long have we known each other?
As you said, 28 years.
And what made you want me?
Hmm.
Or you didn't really, it was
She didn't.
unplanned.
Well, it was.
She didn't.
I did want you. Nothing
Everyone,
made
everyone
me want
does.
you.
And then there, I was born.
And then you were here.
Okay. And how was I as a child?
You were a lovely child.
Oh.
That's a lie.
No, you were just a little demanding, but you were lovely.
A little demanding, she says. What does that mean?
Well, you just liked a lot of attention.
Nothing's changed.
No.
Mr. Attention Seeker over here. I will put my hand up to that, and I am guilty of that. Have you ever been blackout drunk?
No.
You've never had a big night where you didn't remember it?
Oh, I've always remembered. I've had big nights, but I've never actually blacked out.
I reckon I've seen you blacked out.
All right. Next question from
that's so
Shane
child.
Shane D. Mitchell. Next question. Did the thought of making her own OnlyFans ever cross your mind?
No.
Not yet?
No, never.
Not
ever.
yet. Not yet.
Ever.
This is from Mitchell Clough 333 on Instagram. Mitchell Clough has said, what was her worst memory of me growing up?
For you to choose from.
Oh, Mitchell. Probably the day that I found you really, really drunk on an Australia Day, and you were weeing in a park, and I had to drive you home, and then you vomited as soon as we got home. But actually, there was another time. That was just that wasn't really.
That's not that bad.
No,
that's like a
not
daily
really.
occurrence for me right
No,
now.
well, it wasn't back
for me
then.
now, as an adult.
The worst time was probably when you cracked your skull. That was the scariest time.
When I fractured my skull in
You
Queensland.
did? Yes.
I was 17 years old and fractured my skull. This happened.
In a car park.
And it was your fault.
It was so not my fault. I was nowhere near you. I was
was in a
in the
different
bay and had to fly up to, we had to drive up to the Gold Coast Hospital.
For reference, the Bay, that's where I grew up. It's about 9 hours drive south from here. I was up here partying in Queensland for New Year's Eve. Big night. It was about 6 a.m, hopped on the back of a ute, drive through a car park, got hit by a concrete pole. Pretty lucky to be here, or unlucky, I don't know.
Very lucky.
Because I hate this world we live in.
Oh, yeah, sure you do.
I cut myself. Next question. This is a pretty similar question. It was, what was the worst thing Jackson done during his teenage years? Yeah, this is actually a different question. I like this. What was the worst thing Jackson ever done during his teenage years? Not like what was one of the worst things that happened. It's like, what was something naughty or bad or wrong that I did?
Well, just to correct the grammar there, it's not something that you done. It's something that you did.
Oh, thanks, Mum.
That's okay. And probably driving that car when you weren't licensed and then ran away when the police stopped the
I
car,
remember.
and the police came to our front door with one of your shoes in their hand.
No, I had to answer the door.
Oh, it was so scary.
And you
Let
were
her finish.
asleep.
I wanna see. What do you mean one shoe?
He lifted a shoe. The policeman lifted up one sneaker and said, "Does this shoe belong to your son?" And of course, I'm thinking, where's the rest of my son? As you do as a mother at midnight when you woke it up, you think the worst.
Just for a bit of context here, guys, I think I was 15 or 16. I didn't have my license yet. I did have my learner's license, and I was drink driving a car that my friend let me drive. Then he ended up telling the cops he didn't let me drive. Fucking snitch, rat, prick. Anyways, no, he's all right.
Sorry,
but
funny.
everyone was deciding because we were at a party, and they were like, "Oh, someone should go and do like a run down to the bottle shop, get more drinks for the night." Me being me, a bit drunk, not having a license, like, cool. I said, "Yeah, I'll do it." One of the boys gave me his keys. I did it, and then on the way back, I got sideways around a roundabout, and I don't know how to do that. It wasn't intentional. Cop car flew up behind me, put it in neutral, not parked. The car kept rolling, hopped out, lost a shoe, jumped over some random person's fence, almost got attacked by a dog. I hid in a golf club, in the golf course, in like a little pond with bugs and spiders all over me, whilst the police searched the golf course with their spotlights looking for me. And then I ended up walking back to the party an hour later. My parents were there, and they made me turn myself into the police. So thanks for that. You traumatized me.
We didn't have much of a choice, Jackson.
Yeah, everyone dobbed
But
on me.
anyway, you did all right.
I got 6 months suspension.
And fully regretted drink driving, obviously.
Of course I regretted drink driving. Don't do that.
That's no.
No, it's very dangerous. Don't do it. All right. The next one from Nick Colson. How long do you think my lifespan will be? If you were to say it.
Oh, I'd say about 90.
Oh,
What?
that's... I hope not.
Your life or his life?
No, mine.
Yeah,
90.
why not? He's healthy.
I'm not healthy.
Right.
My teeth are falling out.
Well, what do you think it is?
I'm hoping
60.
between... What'd you say?
60.
That's good.
60?
I'd be happy with 60.
That's not very
That's
old.
double. That's double what I've lived so far, and I cannot be bothered. Life is so long, and I'm over it. No, not in a bad way. Life's been fun, but to do all of this again? Oh, God, so
You
draining.
don't have to do it all again. You do different things.
Who says?
You might start enjoying gardening or something.
All right, this one here, I'm going to sound arrogant, from Terry Fisher from 1981.
I know
Tessa.
Terry.
You know, this is a completely different person, Mum.
Tessa.
All right, blowing some smoke up my ass here. What's it like having a very successful son? Me, I don't know what you define as success, but this is what this person
I think you're successful. I'm very proud of you, Jack.
Are you?
Mm-hmm.
How proud?
Very.
How proud on a scale of 1 out of like 13?
14.
Well, there you go. My mum's very proud of
I'm
me.
very proud of you too, Isla.
Thanks, Mum.
That's all right.
Sometimes I forget she's here.
Yeah. I don't know why I'm here.
You're here to be roasted and collect your pay of cash and fuck off.
Am I getting paid?
Yeah, I'll give you $50.
50.
Giving you enough.
It's more than I'm getting. Just
Where
saying.
are we? All right, I'm still going through these. This one from, we've only got 1 or 2 more questions left, and I'm going to wrap this up and go to some new things. This one's from Dusty McLean. What does she love most about her son and the great things he has done?
I love that you've followed your dream, Jackson.
Oh, it's very nice. It's very sweet.
That's what this is about, being nice,
Yeah.
isn't it?
It is a bit. It is a bit about that being nice. Yeah.
Not to me, though.
No, not to you, but well, that's very nice. Thank you, Mum.
Yes, I do. I, in all honesty, I think you've stuck to your guns. You've said you're going to do things, and you have, and that's a good thing.
Respect.
That's right.
Next question and the last question, and I need you to answer this. From Damien Talbot, might be my favorite question. Which child would you keep if one had to die?
Oh, definitely you, Jackson.
What? You looked at both of us.
Wink, wink.
Wait,
That's
so
a
it would be
silly
Isla.
question. Sorry,
So it would be Isla.
Damien.
Fuck you, Damien.
Yeah, Damien.
I think it was a good question. I thought it was a great question.
It's not a very nice question.
No, it's not a
I
nice
don't have
question.
a favourite.
No, it's not
She
about
does
a
have
favorite,
a
but let's just
favourite.
say that.
So you two both think that I think the other one's the favourite.
No, I think I'm the favourite.
Oh,
No, I would agree with that probably.
I'm Dad's favourite for sure.
For sure you are.
your grandma's favourite
Yeah.
at the moment.
I'm no one's favourite until someone needs a favour.
Oh, I don't have to have favourites. You can't have favourites when you're a mum.
Really?
No,
You're my
This is
favourite
something-
brother.
I'm the only brother.
you're my favourite son.
Oh, there we go. And the favourite child.
Good lead in, Isla.
What?
You didn't get that.
So we've established I'm the favourite child.
You're the favourite son.
I wanted to ask Mum a question. I want to ask you a question, Mum.
Yes.
How did you deal with when I started making my videos online, all the funny stuff, the crazy stuff, you know, all the wild stuff that even me and Shami or Kristen or Marty, Mike, all the boys did when we were younger, like 5, 6, 7 years ago? How did you deal with watching us running around naked, throwing up on each other, jumping on rakes, hurting ourselves? Was there ever a point where you were worried or you thought I was wasting my time or I was being stupid or you just sat back and allowed it?
There definitely was a time when I was worried about all of the above. But sometimes I got a laugh out of it.
Oh, that's good.
I know. No, people used to say to me, "Oh, he's so funny," and I'd go, "Yeah, I don't really watch it," because it made me nervous. I thought you were going to hurt yourself.
You thought I just had my spine cut out. I have hurt myself.
Well, there you go. There you go. No, but I did worry about you, but I sometimes got a bit of a laugh.
You sometimes got a bit of a laugh. Well, that's all right, though. That's what being an attention seeker, sometimes you will provide entertainment. And I guess that's what it was all about, was entertaining people.
I like doing the things with you in the car that day. That was fun.
Which one?
Remember in the car?
Oh, we made the road trip video. I remember that ages
that was
ago.
so good.
Yeah.
That was fun. And
I
I didn't think anybody would have seen that.
Really? A lot of people saw that.
People at my workplace all saw it.
I think you've been in more videos of mine than Isla.
You never asked me.
You never wanted to be in them.
I'm insecure.
Aren't we all? Aren't we all?
Just got to pretend you're not Isla.
Yeah, you've got to put on a front because it is
Good at
weak to
pretending.
speak. It is weak to speak.
I've heard that.
If you're watching, if you guys are suffering, it is weak to speak.
Don't do it.
No, I'm not going to say that. That's against what I stand for. So speak out if you're weak.
I'm
It's okay to be
insecure.
weak. There you go. You're insecure. That's the first step is acceptance. And I'm proud of you for that.
Thank you.
I'm insecure as well.
It's
I don't know.
actually intervention right now. This is what we're doing. It's not a podcast. It's an intervention.
It's turned into
for
an
you.
intervention. And how come, I don't know why things happen the way they do, but I don't know whose genetics or what happened, but why was I born with a micro penis?
I don't know. Who said you've got a micro penis?
Me.
What, have you compared it to others?
Yeah, Alex's.
Alex has a big dong.
But he's God.
Exactly. He
I
is God.
created it.
He created everything he wanted
He
perfectly.
gave himself a big
No, I
dong.
haven't had a complaint, so maybe I'm just being hard on myself.
I
so.
think you are. I don't think you have a little wee-wee.
It is little. But
I've
that's
had-
okay. I'm all right with it. It's all good with it. I've had no complaints. All my girlfriends have enjoyed it. That's
good-
why I have one.
Good
None.
to know.
That's why I don't have one. I don't have a girlfriend.
Oh.
I'm single and lonely.
Oh.
No, it's fine.
You can come and live with me. Did you just fart?
Yeah. I thought you farted too.
When I was a kid, was I a stressful child?
Oh, not really. You were high maintenance. Like you definitely were 100 miles an hour, 24 hours a day.
I'd like to think I've slowed up a little bit.
I don't think so.
Really? Yeah, maybe. I feel like I'm losing it more the more I get older. I feel like I've got one of those things. Maybe it was better when I was a kid and now it was worse.
Oh,
Maybe.
I don't know. I don't know how to answer
But I
that.
was high maintenance.
Well, high maintenance as in you were just full of energy. Very energetic.
And
getting
naughty.
into trouble a lot.
And naughty.
Naughty. I used to chase you up the road. Remember that day our neighbour's daughter, Nikki, chased you up the road? She
Oh, with
wanted
a
to-
meat cleaver?
She wanted to hit you.
Didn't she?
Yeah, she had some kind of weapon in her hand.
Yeah.
She did. I don't know what you did to her. She wasn't happy.
Must have done something wrong
I'm
if,
just-
if I was
I'm
getting
like-
chased with a weapon. I remember the day that me and some of my friends drove down the street. Might have been Christmas Eve. And we drove down in the car all pissed as fuck.
I remember that.
Drunk. Everyone's out the front lawn. All my family out the front lawn. And Christmas Eve, I've come down overloading in a car, drunk. And Dad's came out, obviously being psycho as a young kid, and chased us up the street. And instead of driving out of the street, we've turned up like a footpath pretty much. Drove out the footpath, private exit out of a street in a car. And then I'm like, cool, Christmas is going to be great tomorrow. I didn't even want to go home. But I had to go home and then wake up on Christmas and be ignored.
I don't remember that. I remember the car, but I don't remember the Christmas day.
Yeah, I don't think it would have been one to remember.
Probably not. Oh,
But that's
dear.
all right.
That was when you were older. When you were a little boy, you were pretty funny.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. You
Pedo.
said
Do you have
funny
any
things.
stories?
Oh, geez, put me on the spot. Lots of them. You saved your sister's life once.
Really?
Ooh,
How?
I want to hear this.
She had a little toy set. She was only about 1. You
That's
would have
12
been-
months.
Yep,
It's 12
that's
months.
right. That's very good. She had a little toy set. It was eggs, like plastic eggs, and she put one in her mouth.
Who bought me little tiny eggs?
They're
I
not
could put in my
little. They're
mouth?
like a puzzle thing. Lots of children have them, and not
Just
many
had
choke
a
on
massive
them.
mouth.
She did. She actually did have a big mouth.
Is your mouth still big?
Ask Alex.
Oh.
Kidding.
Ah.
I'm kidding.
I
Sorry,
thought we
Mum.
weren't going to talk about this.
Stop it. Anywho, she put it in her mouth and sucked it in, and it got caught in the back of her mouth.
And what did I do?
Well, you came running out to Mummy and told me. So then I came out and dug it out of her mouth. Otherwise, she would have just choked.
No, I was only annoyed because I thought it was my toy and I thought I wasn't going to have a toy anymore.
It was lost forever.
No.
So she was choking and I
Yeah.
saved her.
You did.
All these years you've been nasty to me and I'm the reason you're
not.
still here. I'm the reason you're still here. I do remember when we were up at
True.
Uncle Jared's place and I can't remember how old I was. Isla was really
I
young.
remember this.
And I told her if she grabs onto the electric fence that she'd get superpowers
With both hands.
with both hands. And she must have been like 3 or 4. And she's gone up and grabbed the electric fence. And then all I remember is having Dad's leg up my ass. Like his foot went in my ass and out my mouth.
Because I'm the
In
favourite.
and out.
Oh, dear.
Out and in. He was booting me. And then I got thrown into a wall.
Oh, yeah.
My uncle, my dad, my mum, they all surrounded me and stomped me and kicked me and spat on me. No,
That happened all the
none
time.
of that. I did get flogged by my dad, and rightfully so. I deserved that. It wasn't child abuse for anyone wondering. It might have been. I'll sue him. I'll fucking sue him.
So what superpowers did you get?
That big mouth.
Had to jump through the air.
No, I definitely deserved a belting for that. And let me tell you something. Didn't do that one again.
No. No, you didn't. You were a fast learner, Jackson.
Yeah, because I'm getting
'Cause he got
fucking
beat.
throttled into me. Your mum's like, oh no. But that's all right. This is what happens. If you do something wrong, you get punished.
Well, back in those days, you were allowed to actually,
Belt your kids.
you were
Discipline.
allowed to smack your child if it
Discipline.
did something naughty.
And I'm pretty sure
It's
if
a very
I'm...
quick way of learning a lesson if you got a little
I think
smack
that
on the arse.
I agree. As an adult now, I don't think there's anything wrong with doing that.
Yeah,
Now
it's
the
only
world's just
there's
soft.
always people out there that ruin everything, isn't there?
But
Yeah, now you got to go yoga to get out your stress.
it's just been
That's right.
different evolves through generations because my dad's dad would have probably belted him worse with canes and stuff and belts
Oh, I don't know about that.
and a fucking big knife,
Yeah.
a few slashes.
Big meat
No.
cleaver.
No. But it's like when people these days, well, not even these days, but people say, oh, no, you can't smack your child, don't touch your child. There's better ways of doing it. So if little Johnny's about to put a knife into a PowerPoint, what do? Do you go up and say, now, Johnny, I don't think it's a good idea that you put that knife in that PowerPoint because you might electrocute yourself. And do you know what that means? No, it's just better to just smack the hand and go, hey,
Mum, this is
Get
very
out of the way.
controversial.
No, I agree. I agree completely because, as you said, if you tell someone really politely and nicely, it's not really inflicting fear into them.
No, well, what I learned in childcare is that bit of reverse psychology, kind of, you know?
Tell them to do it.
No.
Tell them to do it.
I would
Put it in there,
prefer-
Johnny.
I would prefer if you didn't do that, Johnny.
Oh,
all right.
God.
You got to say it in a good way.
Who's right or wrong, guys? Leave it in the comments. Who's right or wrong right
well,
now on this topic?
You'd obviously
I
whack
do
him,
agree with
but-
what Isla's saying, and I know that there's
Look,
reasons
if
why.
that's happening, you just whack him. But
I dare him to do it.
Okay, well,
I'll
luckily
hold
you're not a
$2.
parent.
I'll hold a $5 note. Here, do it. Give you $5.
if it's your own kid, do what you want with him.
Tell him to put a
No.
knife in the toaster.
Well, don't do what you want. But I mean,
Yeah,
nicely.
But I agree.
Cut that, Bailey.
yeah, just cut that
And-
whole part
And do you
out.
know what? Most
I'll
of
be
the world.
crucified by all the.
But the funny thing is, more people would agree with that than not. Like people think that the generations and the society is just going so soft. It's like you can't do anything now. It's like, I agree with it. I
No
think it's
comment.
good. No comment. There
No
you
more
go.
comments on that.
Smart. I enjoy that. Next
Just
question
wipe
brings
all
me
of
to, are you proud of Isla?
Absolutely.
Cool.
Mum actually told me that she would be proud of me if I was a trampolinist.
I did.
What's wrong with trampolining?
That's a great job.
I mean,
Wait, so Mum's got
I
beef with
messed
trampolinists?
Jesus. Oh, let's hear about this.
Mum had COVID and she was like on her deathbed and she was really sad and emotional. Anyway, she called me and she was like, I just want you to know that I'm really proud of you.
Who was on her
Started
deathbed?
crying. Mum.
When
She had COVID. Well, she wasn't, but she was
COVID.
COVID. Done has COVID.
I miss COVID.
Oh, I don't. It's back.
Should we all go get
It's
vaccinated?
back.
Should we all go get vaccinated?
No thanks.
I'm keen. Let's all go get vaccinated and wear a mask.
You are vaccinated, aren't you?
Yeah.
Boosted.
Me
I've had
too.
like 37
Boosted.
boosters. I go get one a week just to be safe. I like them. I actually bought my own supply. I wake up and jab. I wake up, I eat my Wheat Bix, and I have a COVID vaccination every
There's
single
more.
morning.
It's just there's more now. They've got a new strain apparently.
It's just the same as the flu. There's a million
Another
strains of the-
cruise ship.
Oh, God.
Mm.
God, it's ghastly. It's ghastly. Anyway.
Yes, but I did tell Isla that even if she was just a trampolinist, I would be proud of her.
I had no idea why you said that.
Neither do I.
I think COVID made everyone lose their minds a little bit, maybe.
Well, having it did.
Yeah, you
I
were a
was-
bit.
I had it 3
Very
times,
sad.
and I was fine. I went for
Very
runs. I went on holidays with it. I felt great.
Oh,
I went on a cruise with it just recently, actually.
I've been
Spread it to everyone.
I've actually been eating bats lately, hoping that I could get it.
cool.
I'm trying to catch it lately. Because what doesn't stronger will kill you.
That's correct.
Makes you.
Yeah.
That's right.
Exactly. But yeah, as you guys were all probably wondering, there was a lot of questions. What were your thoughts on when I started doing OnlyFans stuff? Controversial question.
Yeah, at first, I guess I didn't really understand what you were doing to start with. And then when I did understand, because it was sort of in my face, I was a little horrified.
Fair enough.
But then I thought, well, you know what? It's your thing. You're an adult. I can't make your decisions for you.
It's a great answer.
So, you know,
You're a great mum.
You are a great mum.
oh, thanks.
I would like to tell you that. You're a beautiful mother.
Thank
And
you.
you did an amazing job.
Thank you.
And I'm proud of you.
You got 2 porn stars.
You're not. Don't you fake claim that.
Didn't
Wait,
you know I
is
had
it-
an
Gotta
OnlyFans?
up your
You
game,
know.
Isla.
Haven't you seen?
Oh. Thankfully, no.
Oh, stop it.
We could all collab.
Yeah.
Family.
Incest, fun for the whole family.
What do you think of that, Alex?
I mean, don't judge. Have
Only
you ever
God
been
can
like
judge.
accidentally exposed to any of the images or videos?
Yeah.
Have you actually? Jeez.
So mum
Yeah.
was forced really to, she had to have seen things. But at the same time, in that year when I was in America, I'll say it live here and there. I was doing a lot of drugs when I was in America. Marijuana's legal. I was around a lot of people that were partying and drinking and things. My brain was a bit all over the place. I was on antidepressants, so my chemicals in my brain were all over the place. I accept responsibility. I did what I did. I posted what I posted. I don't regret it. It is what it is. But my brain was in a weird place then compared to now. So I went pretty crazy with it. I was posting some pretty wild stuff.
So does that mean you wouldn't do it again?
I'll definitely do it again.
Just watch out. Put like a filter on your social
I
media now.
accidentally came across it because somebody, you know, small town, somebody said, oh, your son's doing this. I was like, what?
And that's another thing.
Did
Well,
you thank them for the support?
Well, the person that told me, she was fine, but she didn't know that I didn't know. So, but I was glad that I knew because then I just went, you know what? And I would just tell all my friends that
I'm going to get pink eye.
that's what he was doing.
I am now.
Can I have some?
Oh,
Oh.
it sort of smelled.
It didn't. What? It smelled through this.
No,
Smelt it through my ears.
Sniffing your microphone.
I don't know whose microphones get who. We always end up with different ones, but I've deep-throated every microphone, just so you all know.
Yeah, there's like
One's got
teeth mark on
teeth
mine.
marks on it.
Couldn't be mine. I've got none left.
That might have been
I
the
got
little
teeth falling
jagged
out left,
edge
right, and
that
There's
you
a
centre.
little
left.
tooth in there.
Everyone always tells me I've got nice teeth, but now they're just all crumbling away.
It's age.
Who said
You're
that?
getting old.
Heaps of people. But that's the thing. We're from a very small town. Very small town where everyone knows everyone and everyone's up in each other's business and gossips and whatever. It was fun to grow up there. You know, nice beaches. We all played sports. We had a lot of friends and it was fun. It was a great place to grow up.
It was a beautiful place.
It was and it still is a beautiful place. I just think with what I wanted to do in life, it wasn't where I couldn't stay there.
A bit judgmental there.
It is a bit judgmental, but it's just the small town syndrome where people don't know any better. I don't hold grudges anymore. I used to. I used to hate everyone there. I hated everyone there for a very long time. And up until the last couple of years, I kind of just let go of all that, you know?
Good job.
Gee, thanks.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, but you're different.
Just to give context, I'm from the same place.
And
Hey,
Lockie's
so am
not. Lockie's not.
Lockie isn't.
Yeah, Lockie's not.
Lucky.
Lockie's from a small town. But it's weird because I know people from small towns and they're like, oh, everyone's just so nice to each other and no one talks about each other. Blah, blah, blah. But like the small town we're from, a lot of people talk badly about each other. You know, and gossiped and tried to just...
I think it happens
gossipy.
everywhere in any circle of,
Yeah.
you know, you could be in the city and still have a circle of friends and it would still be the same thing. So,
There's like very affluent people where we live though. Like people that had a lot of money. It's like, yeah, I feel like most small towns, everyone's kind of in the same sort of situation. Like most people are kind of in the same like financial situation. But like there was people with like...
Very well.
you obviously didn't slum it in Nelson Bay like we did.
Growing up on the beach in
We're
Boat
from
Harbour in a
Anna Bay.
2-story home with his
No.
rich parents.
No, I'm saying that's why there was probably so many people
We love
talking
you.
shit because there was like so many different people there.
Yeah. Oh, look, it's all small towns are the same. You have small town gossip. People, like Jackson said, people can get pretty narrow-minded and like sharing their opinion because they've got nothing in their life to talk about, so they talk about yours.
Yeah.
So, but
That's
you know
right.
what? It's
I
still a
used-
good place. It's still a lovely
That's beautiful.
place.
Some of the nicest beaches I've ever seen in Australia.
But there's still, I've got beautiful family and friends still there. And
Yeah, me too.
love
I
it.
still have a handful of good friends there, and I don't wish I had any different life. I'm happy I grew up there. Without of growing up there, I wouldn't be where I am. I wouldn't be who I am. I think.
No,
Question
of
mark.
course not.
But yeah, it was a fun childhood.
What
pretty
started
wild.
that? What were you saying before that?
We were talking about the OnlyFans stuff and how people would show you stuff or talk about it. And now I just wanted to give the viewers a bit of context, like where we're from, a small town. Everyone kind of knows of everyone.
Yeah.
You rarely would even see new faces there. It's like a cartoon.
Yeah, you did. When I grew up there, it was a lot different.
Really?
I reckon it would have been fun when you were younger. No?
Boring.
And I want to come back to your crystal meth addiction. Just joking, everyone. She never had a crystal meth addiction.
Yeah.
Or did she?
Yeah, I
gonna
actually
say,
heard
how
about
did
that.
you know? Yeah.
Small town.
Inflation is happening before us.
Oh yeah. I know. It's sad.
Everything's expensive. Flights are 3 times the price.
Yeah.
Groceries.
Groceries are expensive. Petrol's extremely expensive for some.
Yep.
For some. But,
Why just some?
well, there's some people that aren't struggling.
Oh well, of course.
But like for the
It's always the way.
for the big population, most people are though struggling. Inflation, interest rates, loans, houses,
Everything's fucked.
groceries. Exactly. There's a book called that.
Yeah.
It's a great book. Same person who wrote The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. There's free promotion for that person right now.
I started reading that
Really?
ages ago.
What did you like about it?
I didn't finish it.
You didn't?
No. I actually liked it though. It was an alright book, but I'm not a very good reader.
No.
Like I can read, but I just get distracted. Like
Glad you clarified that you can read.
it's just
Which-
you read a line and then you forget what you read and you've got to do it again.
Okay.
Anyway, moving on. As we're talking, inflation, interest rates, houses, things are expensive. Life's getting stressful, especially after COVID. It's been a crazy few years for most people. People might be watching, oh, you didn't struggle. I get it, you know, it is what it is. But for a lot of people out there, were struggling. And my whole life, I always wanted to do well and make some money so I could help my family.
And you do all the time.
And that
You're
makes
a very
me happy.
good brother.
Oh, thank you, mate. Appreciate that, eh?
You are very generous.
I'm getting a really sore wrist from holding it.
Yeah, I'm getting a bit of a sore wrist. But anyways, the reason I'm talking about these things is because, you know, like I said, I've liked to have helped my family and I've made my money legally. Some of it's controversial, some of it's questionable, but, you know, I wouldn't have been able to make the money if I didn't put the work in the early years. It took me 5-6 years of continually making videos and grinding and ignoring opinions, dealing with all kinds of shit, as well as my personal life, as well as struggling mentally on and off million times. My family's always been there to help me, has always supported me. And so it's nice to be able to give back to my family.
Yeah.
And that's
you
why,
do.
whilst you're here, I want to show you this.
I can't see. I've
Where's
got
your
my
glasses?
on.
You got to get your glasses.
Hang on.
Yep.
Hang on.
Holy shit, Jackson.
Right there is a transaction for over $100,000 to your bank account that I just did before this
Holy
podcast,
shit.
so you can pay off the rest of your mortgage.
Oh, mummy.
Oh my God, I'm going to cry.
You can.
Can I hug you?
You can hug me.
Oh, goody.
You can hug me.
I'll just watch.
That hug went for a while. I might say that on OnlyFans.
Blur that bit out, Bailey.
Oh, that's just beautiful. Thank you. That
That's
means
okay.
so much to me.
You deserve it.
So much.
I wouldn't be able to make money if you didn't give birth to me.
True.
So technically, I owe you a percentage of my income and net worth for life.
And you had colic.
Oh, my God.
I had what?
Colic.
Oh, yeah, you did.
You're a shit baby.
You're forgiven.
Wait, you shit me?
What, that you had colic?
I was a shit baby. You're like, what?
You had
Yeah.
colic.
What's that mean?
You cried all the time.
Oh, well,
But
nothing's
that's all right.
changed. Now
You're
I'm just bigger.
forgiven.
But yes.
Oh, my God. I can't believe
Now I want you to pay that mortgage off because fuck interest rates and fuck the government and their inflation.
That's it.
So you
That's
get
all
that
it
money.
is.
There's only a maximum of a transaction. There still is more that I need to do.
That's more than enough.
We'll pay off that mortgage.
I will.
You own your property now outright.
That is amazing.
And I hope it goes
Is
up
that
in
all you
value.
owed?
And I
That's
hope it goes
just
up in
crazy.
value.
Aw.
Oh,
And I hope it goes up in value. This is a gift from me to you. I want nothing back. You've given me more than enough my entire life. And I love you dearly.
thank you, darling.
This is
Yes,
a bit
okay.
nice.
Love
I
you
feel
too.
a bit of a third wheel situation here.
I love you too, darling.
Oh, well, I don't
Just
have any
for
money
just
to
for
give you,
everyone
but-
watching,
I
I'm
don't know what it-
not trying to take praise for too much here, but I have also helped Dyla a lot.
Oh, he has.
Just letting people know she's not being neglected,
I
even
am
though
not.
even though we like to bully her a little bit. There has to be a Meg of every family.
I mean, you did say you were going to give her $50, so
Yeah, exactly,
fair's
$50.
fair. Mum gets $100K, I get $50. Not
So
bad.
now
that's
I've
about the
gone.
same.
Now with where we're at, I am comfortable. I am happy. That was one of my life goals that I just did.
Yeah, I don't think you realise how much that makes a difference to my whole life.
Mm.
I'm going to cry.
Oh,
Could you tell
Oh,
us a little bit?
guys.
it really does. Like that just takes the heat off me. Like that's the only debt I have. That
And
what's
the
left
car?
on my mortgage. Yeah.
Well,
But
that makes me
that's
happy
like-
because that was a life goal of mine was to do that. And now I'm getting
And you
emotional.
know-
so
yeah,
fuck
we're all
off.
crying.
Fuck off, everyone.
I'm going to get emotional.
Even Alex is going to cry.
Don't everybody cry.
But I wrote that down 7 years ago when I was still working in pubs when I lived at grandma's for a
You
little
told me.
bit. I said I'm going to pay off
Oh,
mortgages. I'm going to help my family, and that's what I've done.
You did.
You
and
have.
Fuck everyone.
You told me that. You said that's what I'm going to do.
You know, I think a lot of people judge you, and as your sister, people feel like they want to tell me their opinion of you a lot.
Mm.
And I'm like, you're a really good person.
Mm.
And like,
I think so.
I know we argue in that, but you have a really good heart, and you always help your fuck off.
Thank you.
yeah.
I'm trying to be less serious so I don't get all emotional.
Yeah, but you,
I
you do
appreciate
a lot
it.
for us all, and we all really appreciate it. Like you put a roof over my head for 2 years and paid me a wage to do nothing, pretty much. Like I was a cleaner at your house, and I didn't clean.
But that's the thing, it's like, what's the good in being successful or making money if you're not going to be able to help people who helped you or around you and stuff, and I've bought nice cars, I've had nice houses, I've thrown big parties, I've spent money on holidays, and it's a very temporary fix of happiness, but being able to put a smile on families' faces or to be able to help them out, it's like a life goal. So
Well, tick that one off.
Yeah, I'll say. Thank you, darling.
this is me now for the rest of the episode.
Look at your scar.
My surgery scar. Yeah, it turned out pretty crap, but that's all right.
You can hardly see it anymore.
Like
It's not as
glistening.
bad as it was.
It's kind of like Harry
see
Potter.
Glistening in the light.
I haven't
Nah,
got
it's
my
kind of like
glasses
Harry
on.
Potter, bro.
It looks like a worm.
Look at that lightning.
I'm the boy
bolt.
who lived
Yeah.
for now. But yeah, well,
fine.
that's another life goal of mine ticked off. So it makes me very happy.
Makes me very happy, I can tell you.
Good. I know it.
That's
it would.
just like, that's amazing. I don't know what to
Good.
say.
Well, there we go. That's one thing that gave me motivation when I started was to prove people wrong, prove myself right, makes enough money to help all of my family, going halves in the house with my dad to put him in a better place, take stress off everyone around me. I've helped Isla and I've helped my mum. That's my close, immediate family, and that's what I wanted to do. Since day one was to help all of my family, so.
And you've always said that and you've always done it, so thank you.
You're so very welcome.
That's one of my bank haven't rung and said there's something wrong with your account.
No, I spoke to my
There's
accountant.
never been that much money in my account.
He just told me to reference it, like to make a reference so it doesn't look suspicious and right. This is for drugs. No, but I did speak to my
Pay out
accountant,
date.
and it's all good. I wrote house, gift, money.
Oh, thank you, darling.
So that's a gift. It's tax.
Woohoo!
It's money. It's tax paid money. So you pay no tax on that. I do, and boom.
Oh, wow. I think I better go get a bottle of champagne so we can celebrate.
We could do that.
I did bring my pajamas.
Woo!
I've got meth.
Perfect.
Cool.
We could stay up for the next few days and talk.
We could.
Maybe do-
Should we keep this
Better
rolling?
feelings.
well, you've worked hard your whole life. You deserve that.
Thank you, my darling.
And yeah.
Does this make up for like Jackson just being a shit child?
I didn't say he was a shit child.
Oh, I was saying
Child.
that.
Hard to say. Shit child.
No, you said I
that's
was-
hard to say.
What did you say I was?
Shit child.
A shit baby.
Yeah, you
No,
had
you
colic.
had colic, meaning you cried all the time.
Is that what that's called?
Except you stopped when the Home and Away music came on.
Never watched
No.
that show once in my life.
You know what Jackson's first word was? McDonald's.
No, it was more like Nonald's.
That was my first word.
No, I think your first word was something like, it wasn't dickhead, but it was something like
You
that.
told me it was McDonald's.
Oh, well, that was one of them.
No, I sound like a dickhead.
I do remember when I watched her get her mouth flushed out with soap after she was swearing.
Oh, that's right. She walked up the hallway going, fuck. I'm going, you're not allowed to say that. And you went, fuck.
2 minutes later, soap in the mouth.
Oh, and like a little bit on my finger rubbed in her mouth, and Jackson became hysterical because I was abusing
I thought it was a big
his
soap block. Wasn't it a soap block?
We remember that differently than you, Mum.
Yeah. You seem to have a different memory to us.
No, I
Just a little
remember.
finger bit, just a little dribble. Not like a monstrous soap bar.
That's why I got such a big mouth. Mum used to shove
Stretched.
soap bars down it.
Condition us.
Well, you shouldn't have sworn.
So you can thank my mum for that, Alex.
Do every day.
Stop it. Stop it.
Oh,
No,
but
I remember when you shit your pants.
when was this? Come
You
on.
were, yeah, he was like 7. You had these pajamas, and do you remember those monster pajamas? They're like a khaki color. Do you remember?
I don't remember this
I
either.
don't remember shitting my pants that
I do.
old.
You were in, yeah, and I was like, "You're too old for this." Even I knew you were too old for that.
Should we get into this?
No, I don't.
Fucking
think
little
we
Miss
should.
Bedwetting
Yeah, that went on
till you were
for a
about
while.
19,
Let's not.
That's like 2 years ago.
wetting the bed
Let's
more than
not.
once a day.
I know. I used to wet the bed a lot.
Oh well.
There's nothing wrong with it.
I had
That's
a
your
small
father's fault,
bladder.
you know.
I
Seriously,
had a
that's
small bladder.
that's hereditary from the father's side of the family.
Yeah, the doctor told me I had to
What, he wet the bed?
hold on to my water to stretch my bladder.
Why didn't you just stop drinking water?
I should have done that.
Can't.
What?
You can't not drink water.
No, you can.
It's not like she drank a lot before.
There's a lot of people in this
What are we even
world.
talking about?
Yeah,
No, there's a
anyway.
lot of people in this world that don't drink water. You can get away with not drinking water.
Well, they must
You wouldn't have wet the bed if our parents didn't force you to drink water.
I didn't force
Again,
her to drink
with the
water.
parents.
We didn't give her any drinks after about 5 o'clock. I can assure
You get a
you.
glass of water for breakfast and that's it for the day.
No more drinking, Isla. That's if we could keep her awake to feed her dinner. She'd fall asleep at 5 p.m. every day. Yeah, I used to say to your dad, "Can you make sure she's still awake? Give her a nudge."
Where was I?
On the
Sniffing on her
lounge, you'd be
fucking
like,
dirty blanket.
Leave Sniffy
she
alone.
loves Sniffy.
Mum used to chuck out my blankie every week.
I didn't chuck it out. I remember
I
washing
remember
it.
when it got washed and you cried.
Yeah, I
You did.
hated it being washed.
She followed me out to the clothesline and
It
ripped
had
it
a
off.
smell
hysterical.
to it, and
Yeah.
I enjoyed
It's called
that smell.
hypo smell.
I
think
have
they call it.
anxiety.
Well, that's all part of it.
So it's an anxiety blanket.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, then it's healthy.
Thank you.
Except we remember Kaz Kaz took it over to her house, and then we told you that the garbage truck took it. But we still had it.
Yeah,
But
you
we thought, we'll see if
assholes.
we can get away with this. We'll just say the garbage truck took it. Anyway.
Do you remember when we went to the caravan park when we were younger? Me and Emmett smashed up that door.
What door?
And Dad caught us.
I remember you stole water bombs. Water balloons?
Oh, we stole heaps of stuff. But like that was from the convenience shop. It wasn't from like someone.
Very convenient shop.
That was just convenient to shoplift. But we got caught. Well, Emmett got caught, which means technically I got caught.
Yeah, you probably told him to do it.
The instigator.
Yeah,
Yes.
you were bad job.
He wasn't bad. He was just
I remember you told one of our
Curious.
cousins that the hot tap water was actually cold. And he screamed in the shower because he'd burned himself.
Who was that?
Was it Morgan or Riley?
I can't remember that,
And
but I don't doubt
Dad
that it
was
happened.
not happy. Yeah, you're a
That's
little...
psycho.
Yeah.
No, that
he
is
is
the
psycho.
all. I'm surprised I haven't become a serial killer from this podcast.
Yeah.
Maybe it will happen one day. We can sit here and laugh about it, but until it happens, it might happen
Sure, it's all fun and games till someone gets hurt.
and cut up into pieces.
Correct.
But yeah, anyway, I was a naughty kid. That's all it was.
You weren't naughty. Pop used to say, "Don't break his spirit."
Did he?
He did.
What did that mean?
Let you
hates
be
a
naughty.
Let me be naughty.
I think Pop was naughty too when he was a kid.
Yeah, well, where do you think I got all my like shit stirring tactics from? Watching him do it twice, him tossing me in a pool when I didn't know how to swim.
You should get Frank on here one day.
Oh, that'd be pretty funny.
Pretty Poppy.
Pretty poppy.
Yeah, I had to deal with him always making fun of everyone.
Well, he didn't make
still
fun of people. He
does.
just stirs people. That's the way he
And that implanted in my brain, and then I started doing it.
You know what he tells me? If I eat a croissant or something, he goes, they give you cellulite. Anytime I'm eating near him, he's like, oh, what's
That's
that
just
hail
old school
damage?
people, though. That's old school people. Old people.
They are.
what
They
they
are
do.
a lot like that. It's because back in when Dad grew up, there was no political correctness. People were just people. They just
People just
said-
laid back and just took the piss
people didn't get upset by something being said to them. you
by
know.
words. Words weren't violence, and
That's
now words
right.
are violence.
Sticks and stones. Remember that?
Will
saying?
sticks and stones probably wouldn't break my bone. Go on,
Yes.
go on, God.
No. I want to say, like, we'll play a little game to see, like, who can, like, I don't know, say, like, things that your mum doesn't know.
Oh,
such, and
so this
then
is a bit
I
of like a
did-
tell us
I
something
did
your mum
such
doesn't know.
Yeah, exactly that.
I tell
Oh,
Mum
yeah.
everything.
Let's do that.
And then
yeah,
what?
Yeah. Yeah, so, like, it's just, like, you got to say things and your mum doesn't, like, has to not know it.
Oh,
I got a good one. I used to smoke a lot of weed.
yeah,
I
that's
already
not.
knew
Yeah,
that's
that.
not a secret.
That's obviously, but that's not part of it. Well, it's part of it. But Mum went away. I don't know where you went for the weekend. Anyway, me and the girls came back to the house, and I was walking up the driveway. I had a bong in my hand, and I was high as fuck. Anyway, I've walked up to the door and I've opened it, and I realized your shoes were there, and you were back home. You and Steve got home early, and me and all my friends had to run back to the car and drive off because you were home. And
Oh no, you
It's not too bad.
devil.
yeah, no, but another night, me and my friend went to the park or whatever and were smoking joints. And I was driving home and the police pulled me over at the front of our house and wanted to check my license. And I was so high. And then I had to come inside and Mum was awake. She's like, what was that about? Like, why the police there? I was like, I couldn't even talk to you. I was like, it's okay.
Did you have clear
I
eyes?
vaguely
No.
remember that.
I thought she was going to be in bed. It was like
I'm going to
12
start
o'clock.
really mild and work my way up. And I'm only going to do a few things. I used to steal yours and Dad's cigarettes and sell them at school because I didn't want you to smoke them, and I would get money for them to buy pies and chocolate oaks.
Did you really?
Yeah, I used to steal like one or two of them every single day or every
you?
second
Oh my
day
God.
when I was in high school, like year 8 or 9, because I knew kids at school in year 10 and 11 that smoked cigarettes, and they would buy one off me for $1. And then I'd be like,
Wow,
cool, here's
that's expensive
$1.
back
No,
in the
it's-
day.
back then it
$1,
was.
Yeah.
We're going back 12 years ago.
Yeah.
That was
Well,
pretty
lucky
good.
I don't smoke anymore.
Exactly. My mum has quit smoking for many years
Very
now.
proud.
Congratulations.
So is your dad.
So you didn't know that? You didn't know that?
No, I didn't know about that.
There we go. There's a lot of things.
I probably
Isla,
thought
your
Isla was
turn.
taking them.
I don't.
Well, Isla's the only one that did smoke cigarettes. I've never really been a cigarette smoker.
I remember when I was really young, like Maddie was still in the yard and you and Dad were together, and I took one of your smokes out of your packet.
Maddie was never in our backyard.
Yes, he
I only
was.
known Maddie for a couple of years. We broke up ages ago.
Oh,
Our dog. Anyway, I took one of your smokes out the back and I was sitting with Maddie and I was going to smoke it. I was like 10 and I was like, I don't know why. I was just like, why not? And I lit it and I didn't know how to. So I was like, oh, I better not.
oh, where were we?
Probably the neighbours drinking piss.
Oh,
So you want to know why I stopped taking away cigarettes? Because
Yeah.
at cricket training one day, I was trying to show one of my friends I had a cigarette in my pocket, and Dad saw me trying to show him. 'Cause Dad was our coach, and then all of a sudden he's like, "What was that?"
coach.
Yeah, he's thinking it was drugs, so he's chased me, and I've sprinted across the football fields, jumping over the fence, back over the fence, trying to just get away from him. And I had to show him. I was like, "Yeah, cool, it's a cigarette. Sorry, mate."
What do you do?
He was all right. He was just like, "Don't take them again." He thought it was drugs.
oh,
He thought it was something a lot
probably would
worse.
have been Relieved.
Yeah, I don't think he cared too much because like he knew I wasn't smoking, but I was.
That
selling
might
them.
be a hereditary thing, stealing your parents' cigarettes, because I actually did that to my mum.
Really? Well, I'm not going to have kids.
And then my mum would get cranky with me about something completely different, and she'd go, "And I know you've been taking my cigarettes."
Well, the good news is that that's going to probably stop now because I can't have kids. I had a vasectomy
You did not.
2 years ago.
Why?
Really?
I know someone gave me $50 to do it.
Do you know you don't have to do that now? There's actually male contraception.
Like a pill?
Yeah.
Oh, I did. You know the rod that girls can get in their arms?
Yeah.
I did put the rod in my arm for like a funny video. 4 years ago, I got the rod in here in my arm, and just to see if it would work for guys, and it didn't work
How do you
Wouldn't that just,
know?
like, fuck
because I got 2 girls
hormones?
pregnant.
You did not.
I've got children out there.
You do not.
I probably could have kids out there.
Well, so
Same.
could any man. For that
Out of
matter.
all the women I've slept with, and not to get too close and personal, I reckon I have finished inside of probably 60 to 70% of guests.
Yes.
But there could be some kids of mine out there somewhere.
Well, I think any bloke could probably say that.
I think that the girls will be coming back and asking for some
Yeah,
money
I
now.
would
But they might not
suggest
have known
that
it was
they
me
might.
if there's heaps of other guys at the same time.
They're just a cum dump.
Oh,
Oh,
come bucket.
are you my daughter?
Remember, you did say you were proud of it before.
Yeah.
You want to take that back?
Only if you'd be a trampolinist. That's how that was supposed to come out.
I want to try to pick one or two more things quickly about that she might not have known. That was a good suggestion. For
I
a
like
game.
these, honestly. This is very entertaining.
We're playing what is your mum? What's it called?
What you
Tell us
might-
something your mum
don't
doesn't
know.
know.
Yeah,
Tell
yeah,
us
there
something
you
your
go.
mum doesn't know. All right, that's back to you.
I don't really I was pretty good.
You were a really good behaved kid. You didn't get bad till like 15 probably.
Yeah, Isla was a bit older when she.
Yeah.
I can vividly remember an argument in
rebelling.
our household between all family members once when I was maybe 15,
All of
16.
us.
And I was probably at my most peak naughty stage maybe around then. And Isla was getting just straight A's, every report card, amazing student, really
I
well.
never got straight A's.
No, well, you know what I mean? Like your report cards
were
were
a good
always
girl.
That's
what you
always
mean.
very good, like compared to mine. My comments easily distracted, class clown, blah blah blah, failing everything, whatever.
Could do better.
Could do better, exactly. That's what they have to say. But Isla's was always good. I remember one day we were a bit heated, and everyone was a bit upset that my schooling career was going horribly. And I remember saying something, and Dad was like, you better be nice to your sister because when you're older, you'll have to go to her for money because she'll be the one with the good job, and you'll be fucking
Did he really?
unemployed. And yeah.
I don't remember that.
Boy,
Oh,
how he was
that's-
The
wrong.
tables have turned.
They have, but that's pretty normal. That's like when you wanted to do what you were doing, and we kept saying, Jackson, you need to get a trade, you need to get a job. Remember? But
And
that's life. Like, that's.
But
just
you guys,
normal.
that's the thing though. You're from a different time compared to what it is now.
Yeah,
It's like
gosh,
growing up, even when we were younger, things have changed so much in the last
Yeah.
10 to 15 years. It's like
Yeah.
you grow up, either you go to uni or you get a trade or work in hospitality.
Absolutely.
And you all wanted me to have like a backup plan, which is just good parenting, I guess. But I think the good thing was, compared to a lot of parents with you guys, you didn't discourage me from chasing my dreams and doing the things I wanted to do. You just always wanted to have a bit of safety and protection there that I could actually fall on something if it didn't work out.
Yeah, I didn't mind what you wanted to do as long as you were independent. You know, like, as long as you weren't relying on the dole to get by,
Yeah.
and not expecting people to pay your way. I didn't mind what you did. But you had to be independent,
Yeah. Well, my
and you're that.
My career in construction didn't quite work out. I got fired from multiple jobs. And then I tried to do personal training at TAFE.
That's right.
Yeah, I
forgot
did.
about
I did
that.
the whole of Cert 3, and then I started the next one, and then I decided I didn't want to pay for it, so I just couldn't get my actual
That was
actual
silly.
certificates. Well, I didn't have the money to pay for it at the time.
Well, I'm sure if you had have asked us, we would have come to that party.
Yeah, but I didn't want to ask you guys for anything.
Do you know that I'll tell you something about Jackson
I'll go on
that
then.
nobody knows?
Oh, here we go.
When Jackson was 13 years old, he came home from school and he said to me, "Would you be able to drive me to work tonight?" And I said, "Where do you work?" Like, when did you get a job? And he said, "Oh, I got a job at the Indian restaurant."
I remember that.
And I was like, "What?" So
does
that
that
was
sound?
Jackson's first
What's
job was when he was, you might have been 14 because you're in high school
Yeah.
and you started working because you wanted a PlayStation.
Oh, yeah.
And you did. You saved up. You got yourself a PlayStation.
Mm.
You were very focused. And then you wanted a TV, so then you got more work. You worked at the
He had a
pub.
PlayStation with no TV.
Yeah, you had to use it on our TV.
It's an imaginary one. Remember when I bought one of Eminem's albums? Remember that went
Oh,
great?
yeah, that was
That went fucking fantastic. I had
That
it
makes
snapped
me
up into a million
sad.
pieces in front of my eyes.
That was when he had that bunk bed, hey?
Yeah, I was pretty young though, to be honest. Like, it was definitely
Oh,
too young to
well,
listen
that
to.
was like your
Oh.
father and I listened to it, and we'd never heard anything like it. And all it was motherfucker must die. Got your fucking mother in the fucking boot of my car and gonna fucking slit her fucking throat. And Jackson's like 12. And we've just gone, what the hell
Next
is
minute,
he
I hear my
listening
door
to?
barge open, and my dad's face was about to pop off. His blood pressure would have been through the roof. Scrunched the disc into pieces,
He
into
broke
dust,
it. He did break it.
into
I know.
dust in front of me, and I was like, "Oh, amazing!"
I felt really bad because I know you bought that yourself.
Yeah, I still want my money
I still
back.
feel bad about that today, do you know?
That's not your
The
fault.
CD.
Yeah, I think about it all the time. I thought I told you about that. I actually thought I told you about that when I had COVID.
Oh, probably. You were talking a lot of shit though.
Can I throw this
Anyway,
game back to
Sorry,
you?
go.
No, so like, is there anything that you know that you don't think that they know that you know? So that's kind of
Was there anything that we like were doing, like maybe naughty things or things that we might not think you actually know, but you do know?
No, I don't think so. I think I pretty much addressed everything that I found out.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think so.
I can't think of many other things. There's just a long list of things that I would have done that they
I
never
know
would have.
I know Deb found grog in your bag when you went to the Johns's once.
Everyone knows that.
Yeah, but I think we talked.
How old
about
was
that.
I though? I reckon I was
Oh,
well old enough.
16,
Yeah, exactly.
17.
Nothing wrong with
Yeah.
that.
No, there wasn't.
Just fun wreckers.
Yeah. Oh well, being
You know.
parents with.
I don't know how I expected to get
young
away with that.
boys. Clank, clank.
We won our end of year grand final in rugby, and one of the boys had a little after party at his house, and we were like, "Fuck it, let's have a few drinks." I got one of my older friends to buy us a carton of vodka cruisers, and I put them in my rugby bag and weighed a ton, clanging around, and I put a few shirts in there, and I'm struggling just to carry it. And I got it over there and put it into his room, and my friend's mum probably went to just move the bag around. Probably wasn't snooping or anything. Probably just went to move some bags to put mattresses and beds around, and probably couldn't even lift the bag. I was like, what is in this? Opened it, boom, 24 double strength vodka drinks.
Double strength.
They were vodka Cruiser Blacks back in the day. I don't think they
like
do
a
them anymore.
Smirnoff Ice.
No, it was called Cruiser Black, and they were
Oh.
double strength. I think they stopped making them. They used to make long necks of cruisers too. Yeah, long neck cruisers. I don't know if anyone watching this remembers back in them times that. Well, I was underage. Only Justine used to buy them for me and Emmett. There's one thing that Mum doesn't know.
I didn't know that.
But we weren't very young. We were probably 14.
Sister. Oh,
My auntie, beautiful auntie Justine, I love her dearly.
I did.
Great.
too.
But she didn't go off and buy us like 100 drinks and let us get shit-faced and
No.
vomit. But she'd buy us both one or two long necks or like a drink each. And
Mum bought me like a 5-litre Goonie one day, and I was like 15.
this is all allegedly, by the way, for everyone watching.
Oh yeah, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Like this is just us trying to like look cool. This
Yeah.
may or may not have happened. But
Probably didn't happen.
I don't think it did.
that's pretty normal though. A lot of adults and parents will sometimes let their kids have a drink or two when they're underage just to let them see what it's like.
Well, they're gonna do it anyway.
100%.
Exactly. I like Lockie's dad's. Can I share what your dad did for you once? Okay, we're not going to.
Like probably not.
All right, we're not going to share that. But Lockie's dad is a great man, and he did a great thing. And that's all you just need to know.
That's it.
But I think that that's a good thing. I think if parents know that their kids are going to go and do something, why not at
Good
least
idea.
understand what they're going to do and make sure that they're probably doing it the right way, safely.
Yeah, in a safe space.
Yeah.
It's way better.
If I want to become a heroin junkie, I want my parents to buy that for me and know that it's a good quality drug.
100%.
be
They should be
happening?
testing it first.
Exactly.
No.
Tested on a horse.
Yeah.
Tested on a horse. Big horse.
No.
But yeah, man, that list of like saying things that mum probably doesn't know, there's a big long list of things, and some of them probably best for her not to know.
Yeah, I don't really need to know everything
I had a fivesome
like that.
with 4 men,
Again,
but instead of 4 men, it was beautiful women. Anyway,
I
that's
don't
one
need-
thing that she doesn't need to know,
No,
but she now she does know. Bless her.
Did you have an interesting childhood?
no,
She said that means yes.
Yeah, I remember.
no, I didn't. Oh, my life was just pretty normal.
Pop used to leave her and her 2 sisters in the car while he'd go to the pub for like 5 hours.
We
In the
liked
car,
it.
Yeah.
just crack the
Family
window a
she
little
liked
bit.
it. She goes, "We liked it."
Just crack the window a little
He
bit.
used to- all the dads used to do that in the old days.
It's like a free sauna.
Yeah.
He used to bring us out a bag of chips and a red lemonade, and then one of us would go in and get him when we were finished.
Nothing wrong with that.
Come on, Dad, we want to go now.
I feel like growing up in a small town, it's more like old school. It's like a country sort of town surrounded by beaches, I reckon. Pretty bogany sort of place. People are like laid back and
Yeah, it's only a very little town. Well, it used to be. When I was growing up, it was tiny. Everybody knew everybody when I was growing up.
I had an underage ID.
Yeah, most people did.
I used to go out to clubs and stuff when I was underage.
I went into Groove in the Moo underage with a 24-year-old's ID.
Oh, whoa.
I don't know how they let me do that, and I got absolutely fucked that day.
As in like,
No, like
Drunk.
you're drunk. Okay.
drugs.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, heavens.
who were you with?
How dare you?
I can't even remember. No, I can. But
Mum, what's your
someone-
thoughts on James Charles?
What?
Who's James Charles?
It's just this chick that does makeup videos.
Show her a picture.
All right.
What?
I'm going to show you
A
a picture.
girl, and her name's James.
James Charles. We're going to show Mum who James Charles is.
Yeah, let's go through a whole bunch of things and get your your mum's opinion on.
I want to fight this dude.
I thought it was a makeup artist.
Yeah.
Well, just to start with, that voice is really annoying. Sorry, but it is.
Why doesn't he do the sisters thing anymore? I need to show Mum that. That is
What's
horrendous.
the sisters thing?
Hi. Actually, he does makeup really nicely.
Yeah, he does.
That's probably why whatever. Does James Charles identify as a boy or a girl?
Yeah, I
might-
think so.
He might
I think
be
he's-
I
bi.
asked
yeah, I
him.
think so.
I think he's a gay man.
Oh, so he doesn't say he's a woman.
No.
Oh, so he identifies as a he.
He might be a non-binary.
There's too many pronouns. I can't keep
There's
up.
a lot of them.
I support all them all. I support them all for everyone watching. I don't have any friends that are that, so I can't play that card. But I support it. Transgenders and all the other pronouns.
You could be the first.
Exactly. Maybe.
Each to their own.
I'm a he, she, z. That's my
That's how it
pronoun.
should be.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If I wanted to do makeup videos, would you support that?
Absolutely.
That's nice.
If you were jumping on a trampoline.
Would you support it more than OnlyFans?
Yeah.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah.
I might have a career in makeup.
Yeah.
Should I start doing makeup too?
Yes.
Yeah, why don't you do that?
I can't do makeup.
Yeah, well, I know that. I can tell.
You can
Your
always
friend does good
pretend.
makeup.
Yeah, Lindsay does
Huh?
really good
You
makeup.
can always pretend.
Pretend?
Yeah,
Pretend.
Pretend to know
Yeah.
how to.
Of course.
How do you pretend to know how to do makeup?
You just do
do it.
really bad ones on
Oh,
purpose.
yeah.
I remember when Mum was up recently last time when I was selling my old house and you guys came up to help me pack down and move out. Bless my beautiful family. They all came there. My mum and dad have been separated for probably over 10 years now. Would you say you and dad have been separated over 10 years?
Yep.
Yeah, they've been separated for over 10 years and everyone was there together. Everyone got along. It was friendly. Everyone came and helped me pack up my house and move out. It was very stressful. I was having nervous breakdowns every hour and screaming, probably doing damage to the house before selling it, but it is what it is. And Mum said a really nice comment to me when she was sitting there. She said she wants to drop ship.
Ooh,
She wants to-
entrepreneur.
She wants to start doing drop ship.
What would you drop ship?
Is it really called that?
Or drop shipping, yeah.
Oh, drop ship.
But just the way, we were just all sitting there and it was quiet. She's like, I want to drop ship. Just out of nowhere, she's just like, I want to drop ship.
Well, it just seems like everybody's doing it. I thought, oh, maybe I could do
So
that.
if everyone jumped off a cliff, would you jump off a cliff?
Depends
If it's into
where
water.
the cliff was.
Yeah, true.
No, I wouldn't.
What would you sell if you were to drop ship?
I don't know. I don't know. Something that nobody else is selling.
Good luck.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
If you think of something that
What
no
do
one's
you
selling,
say?
then you might be in for a nice paycheck.
Mm.
You have to create a demand.
I
Think of
don't have
something.
to worry about that now.
Why?
I don't
your
have a
house is-
mortgage.
There you go.
Mum's retiring.
I'm going to Bali.
Out of all places, she chooses Bali.
Well,
Imagine
it's a start.
that's the end of it. We just never see her again.
She leaves.
Sells the rest of the apartment, doesn't worry about the mortgage, ups and leaves. But I wouldn't care.
Are you
would
gonna
love
sell
to.
it?
Do that. No.
No, hang on to it. Sell it for a nice profit in 5 to 10 years.
Oh, that's my super.
Retire early and enjoy your life because you have been a nice, independent, hardworking mother, and I'm proud of you.
Thank you, my darling.
Even after
child.
you and Dad split up, you did a great job for the both of us.
Thank you.
And just so you know, I'm traumatized. No, I didn't care.
Even there.
You were affected more from them breaking up than me.
Yeah, because I was there. You weren't there.
Where was I?
I don't know, but you weren't
I was
there.
definitely there.
No,
No,
you
you
were like
moved
18. You
over
were in
to-
England.
No,
You
it
were
happened
in
before.
Bali.
It happened before I went to the UK. I think.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
did,
know
but
if
only just. You went to the UK about 3 or 4 months after it.
For
Probably
everyone
not even
wondering
that.
what she's talking about, a bit of context. I moved to the UK by myself pretty much when I turned 18, and upped and ran from all my problems,
You did.
including
Because
family
mummy and
problems.
daddy got divorced.
But I mean, I don't know. I asked them both individually, are you guys happier and is this what you want? And they both said yes, they're both happier. So it would be selfish of me to want them to stay together to keep us happy when they're not happy.
And we still love each other. We still see each other all
Don't
the
say
time.
that.
Yeah,
Talk-
what?
well, not in that way, but we still talk to
Yeah.
each other all the time.
At
we talk
first it
about
was a
you
little
two
bit,
all the time. You don't even know that. See, there you go.
What? You
There's
talk?
something you don't
you
know
talk?
about me. Yep.
No, I know that you guys still stay in touch.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a bad divorce. It was just
God,
sad.
no. Yeah, of course.
Why was it sad?
Well, it was sad for everybody.
I was like 14.
Mm.
Yeah.
You're
See,
a
that's a
bad
that's a
age.
bad age for it
I
to
was
happen.
going through a lot of things.
Yeah, you were.
That's why I turned to bongs.
Really?
I blame you.
Okay. That's all
Don't say
right.
that.
I'm kidding.
You can. That's
I'm
okay.
kidding.
It's probably
okay.
it's probably your fault that they smoke cigarettes.
Yeah, probably.
No.
Actually, that's more you.
Maybe, probably. But that's the thing. Those things happen in a lot of families, and I think
Yeah.
when you look at it,
No,
the
they're
big
happier
picture.
now.
but when you look at the big picture, it's like it was pretty good for the most part.
Yeah.
I've seen way more toxic, abusive, crazy breakups and divorces between families. That was very mutual and chill.
Absolutely.
So,
That was the deal.
yeah.
That was the deal.
It was.
But once I knew you were both happier, I was like, cool, I'm happy.
Yeah.
Well, that burp stunk.
Technical issues.
That was a burp.
It was
Yeah,
a burp
what?
for about 3 seconds, and the rest was Smeagol.
Sound like an exorcism.
What's Smiggle?
Smeagol from Lord of the Rings, Gollum.
My
Yeah, the precious.
Yeah, like that.
Anyways, I think we've been going for about an hour, and I appreciate you coming on. This has been a roller coaster of emotions. It's been funny. It's been emotional, happy. We've gotten deep and dark. We've talked about everything.
Hope
And-
everybody's still awake.
It's been a great episode. I think it's been a good episode, you know, like it's different.
Well, it's my first podcast.
Is it? Do you want to become my new co-host?
I might. I might
Leave a
branch
comment.
out and do that instead of drop shipping.
Yeah. You could be co-hosting of a podcast instead of dropship. Leave a comment, guys. 100 comments, and she legally will have to become the new co-host. So moving forward, when is your OnlyFans going to drop? Like, when are you going to start doing OnlyFans?
Me and Mum might collab.
There you go. Oh,
No, I'm not ever doing that.
yeah, it's probably a good
Get it.
decision.
Probably could make money out of it, but no.
Oh, there's no question about it.
I know, right?
You got my genetics.
Look at this body.
I am pretty grateful you made me so good looking.
Oh, that's okay.
I'm pretty blessed.
I have 2 very good looking children.
Where's the second one?
I'm already insecure. We've talked about this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you
Well,
put a
that's
big
all right.
blur over my body, please?
Oh, don't! You're out of camera shot the whole time. You're just a random voice that keeps floating in and out. No
Just a
one,
big blur.
no one's seen you yet.
I hope
great.
I am.
All right, guys. Anyway, thanks for tuning in for another episode of Outspoken with my beautiful mother. Isla Gunt, myself.
Don't.
You're beautiful, Isla. You're beautiful. Don't be so fucking stupid, cunt.
Are we done?
Yes, we're done. Thanks, everybody, for coming and watching. And thank you, Mummy, and thank you, Isla. It's been real. It's been beautiful. And I'm probably going to go and get extremely high tonight because now I'm very emotional.
Wow.
And I like to blunt my emotions because emotions...
What?
See you guys next time.
Bye.
And that is all.